Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to make an Origami Wyvern dragon out of a square sheet of paper. Let's start. For this model you're going to need a 60cm by 60cm square sheet of tissue foil paper from Origami Shop. I'll leave a link for that in the description. Here I'm going to start out with a smaller sheet of paper because the other sheet is just so big that it just fills up the whole camera and you won't be able to see. But in a few steps I'll take the big sheet of paper. So let's start. Now you would want to use some colored paper for that model. So the color you want to be on the final model, you'll need to have it at the bottom. That's my final color, so I want it at the bottom. Now we're going to fold this top edge to the bottom one. Now with this model, so I've folded it a few times and I've really learnt it, and I would say the key to make a clean model is to be really accurate in your fold. You want every fold to be as precise as you possibly can. Now unfold, and we're going to make the same fold in the other direction. So the right edge to the left edge. So really try and be as precise as you can. Now obviously if you have a bigger sheet of paper, it's going to be longer to fold, so you can pause the video if you need a bit more time. Now unfold and turn the paper over, and now we're going to fold both diagonals. And by the way, I've said 60cm paper. That's, I would say, is the best length if you want a good model, but anything above 30cm should be okay. Anything underneath 30cm will be too small, however. So I would say from 40 you're going to have something very clean, but if you have 30 or 40cm, it's fine as well. Now I'm going to do the other diagonal. Flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to turn the model over, and I'm going to press here, and we're going to make a preliminary base. So I'm just going to bring both sides there to the bottom, and I'm just going to flatten everything. Now once I have this preliminary base, we want to fold this top right edge to the middle crease right there, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So take the top edge here and fold it to the middle crease. Now unfold both of these pre-creases, and now we're going to open up the layer. So put your finger inside here, and you're just going to flip it over to the left, and you're going to press with your hand at the same time to make a squash fold, and flatten. Now we want to make a fold along this line. So for that you're just going to align that edge with the middle crease. And now we're going to just lift that layer upwards, and the idea is that we fold along the crease we have here. So you see that crease there? We want to lift the paper in order to make a mountain fold on that crease. So I'm just going to shape the mountain fold right away, and now just flatten everything. So we want to go from the corner here. You can watch this step a few times to get the right reference and understand how to make it, and flatten. And now we're just going to pop the layer here underneath, and we're just going to make a mountain fold. Also, by the way, this model, it's quite long, as you've seen, I guess, on the video. I don't know how long it will be, probably 2 hours or so. But it's not actually that hard. I mean, you do need to have already folded quite a bit of origami, but there aren't any really challenging folds. It's just a long model to fold. Now, once we've done that, we want to collapse everything along these lines, really. So how we do that is we're kind of going to fold everything back along this line, but at the same time we're going to lift up that lower piece of paper. So I'm just going to lift that up and at the same time close everything. And there we are. Now we're just going to repeat the same steps on the left side. So just open the layer up here and flatten. Now this time we want to make it symmetrical, so we're going to fold the left side this time to the middle crease. And now, same fold once again. We want to lift this up, and we're going to fold on the crease right there, just making a mountain fold. There we are. Alright, now once again we're going to pop that layer inside. So just along this crease we want to reverse it and make it a mountain fold. That way we hide everything underneath. Oh, so here you see there's a kind of imprecision here. So as I said, I want to be perfectly accurate, so I'm just putting it exactly back into place. Perfect. Now we want to once again fold everything to the left whilst raising that layer upwards. And we want to fold basically this paper in half. So we want to align both edges there. Alright, now that we've got this base, we want to fold the tip here upwards along this line, just like that. So you want to join both corners there, and also you want to make sure the point is aligned with the middle crease, and flatten. Now we're going to fold this edge to that bottom edge here. So we're folding the left side in half and flatten. Now we're going to unfold and repeat the same fold on the right side here. And flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to put the layer back down. Now we're going to take this point there and we're going to make it go all the way to the point up here. So just bring it up and try to match it right to the top and flatten right there, and also at the bottom or the middle here. Now unfold, and we're going to do the same thing, but this time with this tip that we're going to bring all the way up to the top of the model and flatten. Now unfold, and you see the two creases we've just made, they intersect with the middle crease right here on this point, and now we're going to fold this point upwards along a crease that goes here. So anyways, the model will block you, you can't go further than that, so just you need to go until well, the furthest possible. And now you want to make sure this line, these two lines here that go down, they're aligned with the edge there. And you want to make sure that the crease here is a straight line and it's not like twisted or anything. It needs to run along and flatten. Now we're going to fold this golden piece of paper just up there, just bring it upwards, and at the same time just flatten everything. To make sure you've got it right, you just need to make sure this crease right there, it needs to be aligned with the edge. Now same thing on the left side, so I'm making sure that the crease there and the edge are aligned. They are, everything good. And now once we've flattened that, we're going to fold them back down, but that's not what you want to do. You want to fold them back down along this crease. Now do the same thing on the left side. So once again, don't do this. You want to fold everything as one layer back down. Now once we've done that, we want to put our fingers here and open up. And you'll see that there are two, well, the model doesn't lie flat, and there are two kind of holes. And you're going to press on these holes and press the whole model downwards. And you always want to keep the middle crease aligned here. And now just make a mountain fold. And now once I've done the fold, I'll talk about references to get it right. So I'm just flattening everything. So to make sure you've got it right, you can see here on my paper, the creases there, the ones that run across, they end up exactly on the edges there. So that's how you make sure you've got the fold right. Now once we've got that, we want to reverse these kinds of pockets of paper. So this is quite hard. You want to be really careful not to tear the paper. So just press with your second finger here, and you want to kind of open up. So you basically want to turn the layer of paper and pull it behind. So that one's quite hard, I have to say, so just watch the how I do it a few times before trying it on your own paper. And flatten. Now same thing on the other side. We want to make it go to the other side. So just pull it behind. So on my paper it could look rather simple, but if you're on big paper it could be a bit challenging. So really try to nail it and make sure it's accurate. Now once we've got that, just flatten everything. And if you need any help for this specific fold, just let me know in the comments. Now we're going to make a vertical crease along this line. So just fold everything up, and you want to match the edge here with that bottom edge there. You can also just put that point and align it, well, just make it go on the top tip. And flatten. Now we want to make a mountain fold along this line here. And that mountain fold, we're going to align it with the bottom edge there. Alright, now once we've got that, I'm going to take the bigger paper, because now it does fit in the frame. So I'm going to leave that one aside and bring in my big sheet of paper. So as you can see, it's the same thing, just the blue one's a bit bigger. Now It does kind of fit in the frame, but I can't have a global focus, so I'm just going to be focusing the camera where I'm folding at a specific time. So the next step is to make a rabbit ear fold. So just kind of make the two folds at the same time here, while keeping the tip here at the top, and make your indexes pinch at the top there, and just squeeze the rabbit ear. Now I'm going to leave it to the left, then bring it to the right, and once we've got it to the right here, we want to make a squash fold. So just put your thumb inside and press everything down. And now we want to create edges that match this crease on the right and that crease on the left. We want them to be exactly on these creases. And flatten. So once again, we always want that middle crease to just be aligned with everything. So we don't want it that way, otherwise it's completely in the wrong direction. Now once we've got that, we want to fold the bottom tip here back inside. So you could just do it like this, so just pull it inside here. But if you're having trouble with that, you could just open up to this step, fold along this line here, fold it down, and then refold again. Alright, once we've got that, we want to fold the right side here to the left, and we're going to push it inside there. So look closely, because that one's not a common fold. So you want to take the tip here and push it to the right side again, but this time to the inside, and we want to make a mountain fold out of this crease there. Now we're going to do the same thing for the left flap here. So bring it to the right. Now lift the entire flap and just bring it inside, and we want to make a mountain fold right there. And flatten. Now once we've sunk in both sides here, we want to fold everything downwards. So just take this layer and that layer and fold them both downwards. Now once we get into that position, just turn the paper over. Now make sure that the bottom point is the one with the split layers, and that the top one has just one point. And we're going to fold this point all the way to the top, and we want to align both corners from the left and right. So for this fold, it's very important to be accurate, particularly this one. All right. So that is good enough for me. I'll settle for that accuracy and flatten everything. And now we're just going to bring it back down, and we're going to make again a squash fold as we did on the other side. So we want to make a reference first. Just fold the edge here to the middle crease. Oh, sorry, I'm not in frame here. There we are. So from the point all the way aligned nearly to the bottom, and flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to make our squash fold. So just make a valley fold along the middle crease here. I've put my hand inside, you can see. And flatten along the creases we have pre-creased just the step before. Now we want to fold this edge up to the middle crease. So what I like to do for that fold is kind of fold that backwards a bit and raise everything. That way I can see that it's nicely aligned. So I want to start perfectly at this point here. And go all the way along the middle crease. So that's the crease that's interesting me, the one I'm just making right here underneath, and unfold. Now once I've got that crease, I want to fold this edge to the middle crease, just like that. Now, same thing on the left side. So I'm really trying to be very precise. Now unfold, and we're going to fold that right layer back to the left. Now we're going to repeat the previous steps on this side of the paper. So we're going to pre-crease by folding this edge to the middle line. Now unfold, and we're going to do the squash fold. So I'm putting my hand inside and making everything go over, spread on the middle. And let's flatten everything along the pre-creases. Now once again we want to crease here, and this time I'm going to show another way of pre-creasing that. So you want to go from here, and so you need to see, press with your thumb until you've got to the right point. So here I can see I've started the crease at the right point. And now I just want to align that top corner with the middle crease, and I know I got it right. So now if I make the fold here, I'm going to mark it well, and I unfold. I see it's perfectly, it perfectly goes from the middle crease to where I want. Now once again we're going to fold this bottom right edge to the middle line. Now unfold, and I'm going to repeat the same step on the left side. And flatten. Now unfold, and I'm going to take that right layer of paper and fold it all the way to the right. And flatten. Now we're going to want to make a valley fold along that crease here, whilst making mountain folds here. So have a look at how to do it before making it on your own paper. So just put my hand here, make that tip go all the way and match it with the top tip there. And I flatten along the creases that are already made, so it shouldn't be too challenging. Now once we have that, we want to fold that bottom left edge all the way to the middle line here. And we're going to do the same thing on the right side. So I'm going to fold the bottom right edge to the middle line and flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to open up here. So just open up there, and you'll see it won't lie flat, so we're just going to make a spread squash fold. So here I'm going to turn the model 90 degrees so I can make the fold better. It's going to be easier for me. And for you too, I would recommend rotating it that way. Now, this is a spread squash, so you want to spread here on both sides. And now we want to make a mountain fold along this crease there. So just making the mountain fold all the way. And another mountain fold along that crease. Now once we've got these two mountain folds, we want to continue spreading the parts, and here you can see everything is flattened. So that fold is a bit hard, but if you watch it correctly and you understand how to make it, you just need a bit of patience and it will be easy for you. Now I'm going to rotate the model back the right way. Well, there isn't any right way, but it's probably clearer for you if I stay in the same direction. Now I'm going to fold that flap back to the left, and I'm going to repeat the same step on the right side. So open up here between the layers, and I'm going to rotate again in this direction. And we're just going to spread both sides here. And now I'm going to make the mountain fold there. And the other one right here. So for that fold, as I said, just be patient and keep working on it. And eventually it just falls into place correctly. Honestly, to me, this fold is a bit hard to make at the beginning, but I think when you achieve it now, I feel very satisfied. Now flatten, and I'm going to go back to the normal rotation of the model. So I'm just going to take a sip of water. Now it's resumed. So, and now that we've done these squash folds, we want to fold that tip back, let's pre-crease it first. So let's fold the tip down to that point here, right there. And flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to make a mountain fold along that line here. once we have that mountain fold, we want to fold that edge until that point here. So just look how I do it there, and you'll see there's a natural splitting there. That's where you want to make the crease line. And flatten. Now unfold back and take the point back out, and we're going to repeat the same step on the other side. So fold the tip down to the point here and flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to fold it behind on the same crease. And as I said, now we're going to fold until this point here, from there to there, and just to the natural splitting here where it occurs. So I'm trying to keep these two edges aligned. That will make the entire fold a bit more accurate, and that's what we're looking for here. So flatten. Now unfold, and we've got nearly all the reference folds. There's just one more to do. So where all of these various creases meet, they meet here at that point. So we're going to make a horizontal crease on that point. So fold the entire model down, and you can just, as a reference, just take the tip and bring it where these creases intersect here, right there. And flatten. Now unfold, and we can start collapsing that part. So you want to make a mountain fold out of that crease here. So I'm just reversing it into a mountain fold, and now you just want to flatten everything to the right, and it'll fall into place because the crease here just wants to fold itself naturally, so just let it be. And you just need to make the fold go further to the top here, all the way there. Now once we have that, we want to fold along that horizontal middle crease. So I'm just going to fold that back to the left. And the model doesn't lie flat, you see here, so just to make it lie flat, just press that layer down. Now once you've pressed the layer down, we want to fill in that space with a hidden layer that's right underneath there where my index is. So just pull it out, you see it's here. So I'm just going to pull it out with my 2 fingers here. So there it is. Now you see it doesn't lie flat, so I want to raise it a bit and put everything underneath. And we need to crease on that mountain fold here. And you'll see everything falls nice and symmetrical. Now we're going to take the layer to the here, that left layer to the right side. And we want to make it nice and symmetrical. Now once we've done that, we're going to make both folds at the same time. So like take the bottom layer here, leave it to the right, and take the top layer and bring it to the left, and then just flatten everything. Now once we have that square here, we want to fold, make a mountain fold along that crease, and we also just want to make the point go up here. So have a look at how I fold it. So just there, I make the mountain fold here, and now I want to align that edge with the other blue edge here. So just make sure these 2 edges here are aligned. That's the idea. And now flatten there. Now once we've got that, we want to fold a horizontal crease from this point. So in order to make that, you want to align this top edge with that edge right there. So I'm being very precise here, lining both edges. Now unfold, and we're going to fold this tip to the bottom. Now we want to repeat the same steps, so we're going to make a mountain fold out of this crease there, and at the same time, this time we're going to fold the tip up to the right. While aligning both edges here, we want to make it symmetrical there. And now fold the tip back down, and everything's nice and symmetrical. Now we want to pull these two sides out, just like that, and we're back to our square. So we folded many useful references, and now you see we want to make a vertical crease along. So you see these two side flaps here. We want to make the vertical crease go from the bottom of these flaps. So up here, and I don't want to go over the bottom of the flaps. So just it needs to start at the intersection of the edge and that valley fold there. Make sure again that the vertical crease here is aligned with everything. Now once we've got that, we want to fold this edge here to the bottom edge there. And unfold. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Now fold that tip back down, and we're going to just pop these two left and right sides inside. So just open up here with your thumb and press the tip to the inside. And now you want to make a mountain fold along this crease there. Alright, now repeat the same step on the left side. So open up and pop the paper inside and make a mountain fold along this crease right there. Now flatten, and we want to raise the paper along that horizontal valley fold there. Now once we've got that, we want to crease another horizontal line that goes from the top of the triangles here. So we just fold the tip down. We don't want to make it go further than the top of the triangles. And once we have that, we just crease it and pull the paper back up. Now we want to make folds along here, these two valley folds here, so fold them inside. And you want to take your indexes and push inside there. And put every layer of paper here, just press them to the middle. And they'll naturally crease because we've already got the correct references. Now, once we've got that, we want to open up these two layers there. So we just open them up like this. And we're going to fold them down along these two creases there. So just like that. It's a sort of rabbit ear fold, I would say. And flatten. Now for the next step, we're going to fold these two side triangles here back to the middle, but we need to hold everything down whilst doing so. So here, now I turn the tip to the left because it's in the way, and I'm just going to hold everything down and push the triangle to the middle. Sorry, I was hiding the paper a bit, and there we are. Now that we've got this, we're going to work a bit on these parts. So we want to make a mountain fold along that crease there. So for that, just take the layer down there. So you want to take the tip here and fold it down to that point there. And then just press down everything here. Now we want to open up to the side there, so just pull the paper outside because it's hidden underneath, and flatten everything. Now we're once again going to pull out some hidden paper underneath that layer. So just pulling it out gently, and we're going to pinch everything right there and just make a mountain fold along that crease and flatten. Now once we've got that shape, we're just going to fold this bottom tip back to the top right and that tip back to the bottom right. Now we're going to repeat the same steps on the left side. So take the tip here and pull it down to that point right there. Now flatten everything, and we're going to pull the hidden layers out once again. So just pull them out gently like that and flatten. And now we're going to pull it one last time outside here, and we want to pinch everything on this point there, basically where that crease meets the edge of the paper, and we're going to make a horizontal mountain fold right there. Now once again, just fold the two layers of paper back in place, just like this. Now once we've done that, we want to fold this entire section downwards according to a crease here. So just down there, you'll see everything kind of wants to open up. So just let it be, let it open up and flatten everything. And now we're going to turn the model over, and I'm just going to have another sip of water. Now we're going to fold both of these sides. We're going to fold them to bring them all the way to the top at the same time. That's quite important. And flatten. Now you'll see you'll be left with this piece of paper, so just bring it to one side, it doesn't matter which. And now you're going to make your mountain fold along that whole vertical line. And we're going to fold everything in half. So that's all good. Now once we have folded everything in half, we want to flatten everywhere to make sure there are no places where it's not lying flat. And once we've done that, we want to fold this right tip all the way to the left side of the paper. So just take everything and fold it right there. Oh, yeah, just leave that alone. I took it without paying attention. So you want to make a nice crease over here while making sure the tips are aligned and flattened. Now put it back, and we're going to fold this edge to the top and make a horizontal crease right there. So just align the edge here with the line that runs across there. And flatten. Now unfold. And now we're going to fold all of this paper and fold it up, and we want to make a crease along this edge right there. And flatten. Now yes, we want to unfold it. Now we're going to take 1 and 2 layers of paper, the first 2 layers of paper, and we're going to make a reverse fold according to this crease we have just folded. So I'm going to make a mountain fold there. And just fold everything back down. And flatten. Now once we flatten that, we want to bring it to the top along with this line here. So just for information, this section will be the wing. So I'm going to fold the entire wing on this side, and then we're going to do it on the other side. And now once we have that, we're going to take that layer of paper and just bring it behind. So for that, take a finger there and press while bringing everything to the other side. If you have some fragile paper, it might want to tear there, so just be careful and bear that in mind. And I'm flattening it right behind. So because I've got some pretty thick paper, tissue foil, it's very nice for the final result because the model holds its shape very well, but you see, because it's very thick here, there's not enough space, although geometrically there should be. So in this case, I'm just going to flatten above it because I know that isn't of great importance for the rest, but just be careful when you have some very thick paper to not just make some folds that you don't want to appear, would make some ugly creases. Now we're going to fold everything back to the right. So you see I made a little crease here, but it's all good. Nothing important. Now we're going to open up this layer there and flatten, but you see it won't lie flat, so we want to open up that edge here. So bring all the dark blue paper here, bring it to the front and open up this section there. And you see this crease there, we want to transform it into a mountain fold, and we want to spread squash everything. So I'm just spreading everything along, trying to squash a bit here. Now I'm going to flatten at the top there. I'm not going to flatten at the bottom straight away because you see it's not all into place at the moment. So I'm still going to spread it a bit more. Just spread again and squash now. And I also want to align it with this line there. And here I've got my spread squash. Now once I've done that, we're going to want to close the layer here whilst lifting that piece of paper. So just lift it and fold everything back down. Now once we've done that, we want to bring that section of the wing back up, and we're going to just open up everything here. So just take your fingers and spread it there, and you see you want to make that edge lie along the crease here. And flatten. Now once we've got that, we want to bring that the layer of paper you can see behind here, we want to bring it in front. So just push it to the left, and we want to make a mountain fold on this crease there to make it lie flat. Alright, now that we've got this, we want to get the hidden layer of paper here. We want to make it appear and make it come out. So for that we want to open up everything a bit here, and you see that point here? Well, behind the paper I've got a finger pushing through, you can see it there, and once I've pushed it through enough, I want to make mountain folds along this crease. So I'm going to do that now. Now along that crease there, this one, and the last one is this crease right there, that one. Now once I've made these three creases, I'm going to close everything back and pull it out correctly. And once I've pulled it out correctly, we want to make it lie here to the bottom, just there. Now once we have that, we're going to fold this top edge here, and we're going to align it with the crease, the diagonal crease here, just like this. And now we are going to take all of that tip here and layer of paper and bring it down while making a fold along the crease we just made there. So just here, and we want to bring that tip right there where the horizontal crease and the crease that goes across intersect. And we want to bring that spot on the point. Now we can just flatten everything. Alright, once we have that, we want to bring all of that front layer to the back. There we are. And once we have that, we want, so this is quite a hard fold, but just look at how I do it before making it with your own paper. You want to hold these two pieces of paper apart, like that, and then you want to make a fold from this tip here downwards, So thankfully the paper should want to make the correct creases by itself naturally. And once you folded that down, you want to make a mountain fold along that horizontal crease there. So watch that a few times, make sure you understand how to make it, and then just apply it on your model. Now, once we have that, we want to close that whole layer. So we're going to bring these two edges together, and these two edges together, and these two together. So bring everything together, and then just fold everything to the left. Oh, sorry, no, I forgot. This, you don't close that one stays a mountain fold, and you just need to leave it to, oh. Alright, so this one is, so you want to bring these two edges together and these two edges together, and here you're going to fold this part to the bottom and then push everything to the right. Just like this. Now, once we have that, we want to make a vertical crease from this point down to that tip here. So just make a valley fold there and flatten. Now unfold, and we want to fold everything to the bottom on this crease right there. So just like this. Now we're going to fold this edge to the horizontal crease there. And flatten. Now unfold. And we're going to make a horizontal crease along the intersection there between these two creases that go across. So to make sure it is horizontal, you want to have these two creases, they need to meet the horizontal crease there, right at this point there. Now flatten. And unfold. Now this is a pretty complex fold. It's not that hard, but it's a bit difficult to understand. So basically we want to make a valley fold along this horizontal crease, a mountain fold along that bottom horizontal crease, and we want to bring everything up on this horizontal crease. So this one, just look closely how I do it before doing it on your paper. So just pull it up, pull that up, and now you need to press on everything. Just spread here between the points. And now it's just collapsing straight in the right way, naturally. And there we have it. So yeah, this isn't an easy fold, but just look closely how I did it and then replicate it on your model. Now once we have that, we want to fold this edge back to the horizontal crease there and flatten. And now we want to make a fold from the top tip here, and we want to make a valley fold down to that point there. So that's a swivel fold and flatten. And now this layer of paper, we're going to bring it underneath right there behind. So just open up everything, and then we're going to transform that valley fold into a mountain fold. And flatten. And now we're going to repeat the same fold, but this time we're going to go until here, until this vertical crease there. So just you need to match this horizontal edge to the vertical crease there. And now we're going to once again fold that layer inside, behind. And now we're going to make a valley fold and fold all of this downwards. And now we want these two edges to be aligned, and there we have it. Now we're just going to open up this layer here and going to bring it to the front with my index, just pulling it out, and make sure you have a nice right angle there, just a sort of square here. And once we have that, we can replicate all I've done for the last 20 minutes to the other side to make the other wing. So honestly, here I would say it's the right time to take a break and start the other side. So just pause the video, go and have something to eat, do something else, and then come back here. Otherwise, if you're very motivated, we can just go straight away. So I'm going back to where we were for the beginning of the wings. Now we're going to fold this left tip all the way to the right there. Perfect. And flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to fold this tip here to the top there. So we're just going to align this bottom edge with the line there. So I guess this side would be easier because you already know basically what we're going to do. Now once we've done that, unfold, and we're going to fold the layers, all of the layers here upwards, and we're going to make a crease that is aligned with this edge right there. Now unfold, and we're going to take 1 and 2 layers and make a reverse fold along this line. So we're going to transform this crease into a mountain fold. So here I'm just creasing it into a mountain fold. And there it is. I'm just going to flatten along this line there, and there we are. So now you're going to open up this layer of paper, and you're going to make a reverse fold, So just fold it back around, as you can see. Now just put it back where it was, right here. Now once we've done that, we want to fold it over to the left. And now we're going to open up this layer of paper, and we're going to take out this paper, and we're going to open up all of that part and make a spread squash fold. So here I'm just spreading everything. So we're going to open up on this fold there. This will be a valley fold, so just make the valley fold. And then you're going to make a mountain fold along the top right crease. And now I'm just going to spread everything and squash it correctly. So here is the mountain fold right there. I'm just pinching it now. And now just flatten everything into a neat shape. Now we're going to close that layer while lifting up the edge here. So lift up this edge and then close everything at the same time. And flatten. Now once we've done that, we want to flip the paper to the top, right where it was at the beginning, and we're going to open up all of this parts of paper. So just, as you can see, just open up everything. The pre-creases should already be made, so it shouldn't be too hard. And then you need to match the tip here with the intersection to the edges. So just flatten everything. Now you should see multiple references for this fold. So for example, the tip and everything. And now just take the layer of paper here and just pull it out to the right. Now you want to make it nice and vertical and align both edges, both horizontal edges on the top side. So this is the reference. You just need to align everything to make a right angle at the top. Now just open up from the bottom, and once again you're going to put your finger underneath and push everything out to the top. So now we're nearly there, and once yeah, there we are. Once you get that point, that tip to the top, you want to make 3 mountain folds. So there's going to be one where my left thumb is. Now first you want to make the 3 mountain folds intersect together. So I've got the 3 of them, you can see them. Now you can see them, the 3 mountain folds. So there's one that runs to the left and then it intersects with the 2 others. Now once we have this, we want to put it down to the left and just flatten everything. It should just fall into place because we've got all the references laid out already. Now once we've done that, we're going to take the top horizontal edge here and we're going to fold it down to the diagonal crease. So we're making a reference here, down there, and mark that fold well because we need a solid crease mark. Now we're going to open up from the left and we're just going to lower the paper. You'll see there are many references, so look closely how I do it and then just replicate it on your own paper. So it's just a valley fold downwards and then just swivel fold the top and flatten. And then we want to pull it back and just fold it back on the hidden side. So we're just going to transform the valley fold into a mountain fold. Now we're going to quite a hard step here. You need to pull everything apart. You need to get that one right. It's pretty important. And then here we've done it already, you see. You just have to make a kind of zigzag fold. So first you have a mountain fold and then a valley fold. So once again, for these difficult folds, just look closely how I do it on my paper, and then just replicate the exact same process on your sheet of paper. Now, so what the fold we've just done will help for the spines on the back, the spikes. Now we want to close everything down. So here you're going to join both edges together. At the bottom too, join both edges together, and then you're just going to lower everything down. And now flatten. Now we're going to fold, we're going to align these 2 points together and make a valley fold from this line. And flatten. Mark that fold well, it's pretty important. Now unfold. Now we're going to fold it down to the right, and we're going to make it nice and symmetrical so that both wings lie on at the same place. Now here we're going to fold the edge. As you can see, we're going to align the edge with the horizontal crease there. Well, it is supposed to be horizontal, but you can see it's not because my paper's a bit twisted. But you got the idea. Now unfold. We've got the pre-crease, and now from this intersection between the two crossing lines, we want to make a valley fold, a horizontal valley fold. And flatten. Now this is a pre-crease, and once we have that, we want to, this is quite a hard fold, so we want to open up right there, and we're going to make a squash fold. So first we're going to refold on the valley fold crease we just made, and then open up here at the left. So you're going to go all the way to the top left tip. You're going to make a mountain fold here and another one that goes down. And now, so I'm just trying to get the right references. So here it's a mountain fold down. So here is the final fold. I'm just going to flatten everything. I'd confused one reference actually here, but you notice in the end everything's good. So now this fold is quite hard, so really try to understand how you make it before folding it. As you can see here, just tucking the paper inside, and first we're doing that little reference here. Now open up there, and you're going to make a valley fold from the first top right tip, and you're going to make a small swivel fold. Now that swivel fold, we're going to once again, as we've already done previously, we're going to tuck it behind on the hidden side of the paper and flatten. Now we're going to fold everything down to the left, and there's no easy reference here, but you can just see that the bottom triangle needs to be flat, and once again we're just going to tuck this behind. And now fold it down. Now, if you really like folding origami dragons, I would strongly recommend you buy the book Origami Dragons Premium. So now here we just want to open up and make a mountain fold along the line I've pointed out, and flatten. So I was saying, the book Origami Dragons Premium is amazing. This dragon comes from that book. there's a lot of very nice models in that book, so I strongly recommend you buy it. I've got a link in the description. Now we're going to do the head, so you're going to pull the top tip up. Now this one can be a bit tricky, so once again make sure that you understand how to make the fold and how I do it on my paper before replicating it on your paper. So basically you want to go inside and make a fold in order to get everything up to the right. So I'm trying to show you on camera exactly how to do it. It's easier than with words. And flatten everything. Now once we've got the tips to the top, we're just going to make sure everything's nice and symmetrical on the other side. Everything's alright, so I'm going back. And now we're going to do the next fold, which is just turn the paper over to have a flat base here, and you want to fold everything back to the left and close the paper, so just join both edges together. So here I can see I had a bit of accuracy problems, so I'm sorting them out because I want the head to be perfectly precise and clean. So basically the problem was that my mountain folds didn't go to the end of the paper and they were stopping at 3/4 of the way, which is not good. Now I'm just going to fold the paper down to the right, and we're just going to do the same thing on the back side. And now we're going to fold this edge up to the horizontal line there. And flatten. Now we've done the reference, you can unfold, and we're going to make an open sink. So open up the paper, then you need to press on the tip there, press it down, and then make a mountain fold along the crease we just made. Now here I need to put my finger on the other side of the paper to make sure it folds properly. Sometimes that happens as well, depending on which type of paper you're using. Now we want to make a mountain fold at the top. So look closely where it goes, the one on the right, because you need to get that right. So I would recommend watching that fold before you make it, because you really need to understand where the mountain folds go. Now here the paper had folded in the wrong direction, so I'm opening up the model to correct that issue. Now we're going to repeat the same steps on the other side. So fold the edge to the horizontal line and flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to make the open sink. So here, that's where the mountain fold is going to be made, at the top there. You need to get that right, so it's at a 45-degree angle. Now these ones you already have the pre-crease, and we've just made it, so you shouldn't have any trouble with the one I'm making right now. So I'm just going to go all the way to the end. And flatten everything. Now we've managed to make the neck thinner, so we're going to start making the real head details now. So the wing here, I'm just going to fold it down because it wasn't in the right place. So here we're going to make a valley fold there. And unfold. Now we're going to pre-crease on this line. So make another valley fold. And unfold. Now we're going to make a mountain fold, then a valley fold. So look closely at that one because it's a bit hard to understand. So you're going to make a mountain fold here, and then a valley fold along the other reference and pull it upwards behind. And you should get this result. Now you're going to take this piece of paper and pull it up. Just turn it around from the back and flatten. Now you're going to fold the bottom point all the way up, and you're going to align this point with that point there. So these 2 points, you're going to make a valley fold to align them. And you'll see the model doesn't lie flat in the middle. There's some paper that's sticking in the air, and you're going to flatten it from the bottom to the top right. Now fold the top tip back down so that it doesn't go over the horizontal line. Now we're going to turn the model over and repeat the same steps on the other wing. So fold it down. Now we're going to do the same pre-creases. So on this line we're going to make one valley fold. Now unfold, and we're going to make another valley fold along this line. Now unfold, and once again we're going to do the mountain fold backwards and then the valley fold behind. So just pull it up behind the back. And now we're going to turn it around behind, just like this. Now once again we're going to take the bottom tip and we're going to align both points together. And you'll see once again that the paper is sticking in the air, so you're going to flatten it from the bottom to the top left. Now fold the tip back down so that it doesn't go over the horizontal line, the horizontal edge. Now we're going to fold the legs down, so we're going to make a valley fold there and then a mountain fold. And same thing, mountain folds here, and then we fold it down to match and make both legs symmetrical. Now I'm going to fold that a bit better because it was still going a bit over the horizontal line, and then it ended up making the leg rather inaccurate. So I fixed that on my paper. Now we're going to make a mountain fold here and fold it down while opening up on the right side. And flatten. So now we've flattened the right wing, and we're going to pull the spike upwards. Now once we've got the spike upwards, we're going to open up and make it go even higher, and now put it back down. Now we want to make the wing go over the paper. Now pull everything up. Like so. So look at how my model looks like, and you want to have the exact same thing. Now we're going to turn the paper over, and we're going to repeat the same steps. So pull the wings down, make a mountain fold and flatten. Now once we have the wing, we're going to pull the spike out from the bottom here. So just slide the paper upwards. Now we want to pull this to the top to make it match and make both sides nice and symmetrical. Now I'll turn the model over, and we're going to open up from the top here, and we're going to make a mountain fold and hide that behind the legs. So just take the left point here and make a mountain fold to just tuck it in and pop it underneath. Now that also helps the legs being correctly locked. Now close the model again, and we've got the legs, they're now more separated from the tail and a bit more distinct. Now open up from the bottom, and we're going to fold this edge down to the middle line. So basically what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make the tail thinner. So we're just starting to do it on the middle layers, and then we're going to do that progressively on each layer. So the first layer here, I'm just taking the edge to the middle line. Same thing on the bottom. You take the bottom edge here up to the middle line. And flatten. Now close the layers down. Now depending on the on which paper you have, if it's thick or not, you might have different tails that they could be a bit harder to fold. So now you want to fold the spike down, and this one down as well. Now there's no real reference for this fold, but try to match it how I'm doing it. So you need to make it go, it's not a horizontal line, be careful, it's a little bit diagonal, but it's just slightly inclined to the right. So look closely how mine looks. And there's no real reference, but just do it to taste to have the 3 spikes distinct and different. Now just tuck them inside the pocket here. You have to turn them around. I hid the paper a bit with my hands, but look closely, and so I'm just turning the spikes around to make them hidden behind the back. Now we're going to make a mountain fold here to make the left spike a bit thinner, because as you can see it's still a bit thick for the moment. So now I'm opening it up and I'm going to do the mountain fold, so just trying to make it thinner. So I'm just tucking the paper underneath, and here I've finished the fold, and flatten again. Now we're going to turn the paper over and do the same spikes and the same steps on the other side. So fold that down. Now the other one down, again not horizontal, you need to have it slightly inclined. So you see the left part is a bit lower than the upper right part. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically it's a diagonal that goes from the bottom right to the top left. And once again, it's just a slight diagonal, nothing too drastic. Now we're just going to once again fold it back behind and tuck it behind the back. So you just open up the layers here and push it in. We're going to push the row of spikes inside and flatten everything. Now once again we're doing the mountain fold to make the third, the right spike a bit thinner. Now I'm just arranging them, trying to have a nice gap so that they look nice and natural. Now once we're done with these spikes, we're going to turn the model over and we're going to sort out the wings. Now you're going to make a mountain fold here, and we're going to make them go all the way to the top there. So here you need to make the spikes remain alone, so just a mountain fold along every layer and then align it with the horizontal line. Now turn the model over and we're repeating the same step. Now open up from the inside and we're going to fold this top edge down to the middle line. Once again, it's to make the tail thinner. So we're moving on, making that fold on more and more layers. So on the top one, then the same thing on the bottom layer. So fold it to the middle line. And flatten. Now we're going to fold the top down. So for that we need to open up the leg to the left, as you can see, and we're going to fold this edge to the middle horizontal crease. So we're also making the legs thinner at the same time. Now while you're doing that, you're going to fold this edge to the middle line again to make the tail thinner. And now close the leg back and flatten. Now somehow I've had a camera issue, so I couldn't record the same step on the other side, but just turn the model over and repeat the same step. So go back a bit to watch the same thing. You're just going to have to reverse the left-right, so it's going to be mirrored basically. Now, so I've fast forwarded to where we've done the step on the other side. Now open up here and you're going to take a new spike out. So here, open up and just pull it out. There we are. Now turn the model over and we're going to repeat the same step on this side. So open up and take the tip at the bottom and fold it all the way up and flatten. Now we're going to work a bit on the legs. So you're going to fold it back and we're going to make a valley fold along this line. So look closely. Basically you need to align it with this edge. So make sure to align it with the edge that you can see underneath. Now, once we've done that, we're going to open up the paper. So you're going to fold in the middle and you're going to go from this point there down. Right here, make a mountain fold there. So there's no real reference for this. Try to make it similar to mine. So basically you want to have a nicely carved thigh. And flatten. Now, once we have the beginning of the leg, we're going to fold that down to the right. So from there and down here. So this is a pre-crease because we're going to reverse fold it. So once we've got that pre-crease, we want to unfold it, and now we're going to do the reverse fold. So first we're going to take this piece of paper and make it go to the other side of the leg. That way the entire leg system will be a bit more cleanly locked, and also it will be cleaner at the end. Now once we've transferred the paper to the other side, we're going to make the reverse fold, so make it along the mountain fold creases we have pre-creased. And flatten. Now we want to fold this, we want to make the legs thinner, so fold this paper upwards and then make a swivel fold down and flatten. So you go from the bottom tip up to the edge to make the swivel fold. Now we're going to make a how do you call that? A crimp. Yes, that's the word. A crimp to make the different parts of the legs a bit more distinct and different. So we're going to make a mountain fold at the top and then a valley fold. So my paper is a bit thick, so you can see I'm having a bit of trouble making it, but it's alright. Now I've got the mountain fold and the valley fold here, and now you can see the leg is a bit better. You can see the different parts. We've got the thigh that's defined correctly. Now I'm going to tuck the tip behind. Now we're going to fold that inside to make it a bit more clean. So just tuck the paper inside the thigh. Now turn it over and we're going to replicate the same process of making the leg thinner, but on the other side of the leg. So the other side of the paper. So just make a swivel fold again. And here we have the thin leg. Now we're going to repeat the same steps on the other leg. So we're going to make a valley fold along the edge you can see underneath. So try to be very accurate on this fold because the legs are quite hard to get right actually. Now once again we're going to fold the thigh and there's still no reference, so you have to go to the middle, so split the layers evenly, 2 on each side, and then make a reverse fold. So just push it to the right. Now we're going to pre-crease in a symmetrical way the next step. So just take the right side of the leg and fold it down to the left. So we're just going to make it lie along the other side to make it symmetrical, and that way we already have the reference. Now we're going to take that layer of paper and pull it to the other side to lock everything into place. And flatten. Now once again we're going to fold it down along the mountain folds we have pre-creased to make the reverse. So here once again you need to split the layers evenly to have 2 on each side. Now we're going to do the same swivel fold. So fold the upper leg upwards and then swivel the lower part. And then you're going to make a crimp to make a separate piece of paper between the thigh and the lower part of the leg. And flatten. Now we're going to tuck the paper underneath. So as you can see, I'm first flattening the thigh correctly, and now you want to take this piece of paper and just tuck it in underneath to hide it and make everything nice and clean. We want to make it seamless. Now we are going to do the same swivel folds on the other side of the leg. So fold that up and then swivel the bottom part. So we're just repeating the same process. And close everything once you've got the swivel fold right. Now we've got the legs shaped for now. We're going to come back for finer details later to make all the claws and everything. So here, as you can see, I'm just finishing up, closing to make the leg nice and seamless, because there was a piece of paper that was unnecessary, so I've tidied it back up. Now we're going to work on the wings a bit. So we're going to fold this down here, so you see we're going to make a valley fold along this edge right there. So we need to align it and match the two edges properly. Now we're going to align the crease we've just made with the horizontal line and make a valley fold. Now unfold. And we're going to fold the tip here up to the intersection there. And we're not going to flatten it, hold on. We're just going to hold it down, and at the same time we're going to make a small valley fold at the top. Right there. Now once we have the valley fold, you can unfold the tip. Now fold everything down together there, so collapse these two lines together. You need to collapse them at the same time. And then you want to pull the entire wing to the left. So you're going to have to make a vertical mountain fold here. So I'm just shaping it right now, the mountain fold. And there, we're just going to flatten the wing properly. Now we've got the first right wing. Now we're going to start shaping it a bit. So we're going to make the crimps. Now fold the tip up. There's no reference here, so I'm just using reference that already exists to make to be able to use the same references on the other side. So I'm making a valley fold, then a mountain fold, back over it, and very close to it, not at the exact same place, because you want the pleat to still appear. Now I'm making another valley fold, back up and then back down, just right next to it, another mountain fold. So here we're making the wing pleats of the dragon. Now back up again, making the valley fold, and then the mountain fold back down. So once again here there's no particular reference, it's just you're going to fold the pleats as you want them to appear on your model. I would say it's an artistic choice, this part. Now I've got the pleats. We're going to make a small valley fold at the end to make a kind of rigid end to the wing, to make it a bit solid at the front. So here I'm folding a little bit of paper up to the front as a valley fold. There we are. Now I'm just going to make sure everything's all right at the intersection. So you want the intersection to be a bit seamless. Now I'm pulling the wing up here, so you can see I'm just going to do some swivel folds to have some bigger gaps between the pleats. So I'm swivel folding from the base, so from the maximum up to the next pleat, and then I'm swiveling the pleat. So it's probably easier to look at what I'm doing, you'll understand better, I guess. Now turn the wing over, and as you can see, we've got some nice gaps in between the pleats of the dragon wing. Now let's do the other wing. So we're going to turn the paper over, and now let's start doing the other wing. Now we're going to do the second wing. So you're going to take it up, and you're going to make a valley fold here to get some shiny blue on the wing. Now close it back down along the horizontal line. Now once again we're going to fold the tip all the way up to the intersection right there, and you're going to make a valley fold up at the top. Now unfold, and we're going to make a pre-crease. So we're going to try to collapse around these two lines. So fold them both at the same time, and then try to match where the wings are. If you don't get it perfectly right, it's not a big issue, because the wings won't be lying together anyway, so you just have to get it roughly in the same position. So just make sure they're not completely at the opposite, but otherwise it's fine. So just flatten everything. Now I was trying to match it correctly, but as I said, it's not that important. Now once we have flipped the wing down, we're going to want to make the pleat. So I'm going to open up this valley fold, and then we're going to fold the entire wing up and then back down to make a wing pleat. So as I said, you make a valley fold upwards, and then you make a mountain fold that goes back down, and it has to start at the same point on the left side, but then on the back side of the wing, so the right side of the paper, it has to have a small difference. So as you can see, the mountain fold and the valley fold, they always join to the left side, to the front of the wing, really. Now I'm just doing different pleats, and as I said earlier, you really can take any reference you want for the pleats. I'm just doing it to taste, really. Just trying to make them kind of at the same distance from each other. Now I'm folding the valley fold back again, because I've got my 3 pleats. And now I'm going to make the valley fold at the end to, as I said earlier, again, it's to make the front of the wing a bit thicker. So just a little valley fold. There's no reference again, so you just go to the edge, fold it right over, but just a little bit. I would say maybe a couple of millimeters if you want to be accurate. But once again, that's artistic choice. It's like once you get the wings, you could also shape them differently if you have any other ideas. So now I've turned the paper over, and we're going to do all the swivel folds for the wing pleats. So I'm going to swivel the first one. Now you just lift the paper, and then you swivel the next pleat. So now I've got all the pleats, and the wing is the wings are ready actually, both of them. Now we're going to make the head. So we're going to make a mountain fold along the horizontal line and get everything down. So here I've done the mountain fold, and now I'm folding the tip downwards. Now I've opened up in the middle and I just make a mountain fold along that. Now here I have to take the tip here and pull it to the bottom. And flatten. Now I would recommend you watch that step closely before making it, because you need to understand it correctly. Now I'm just going to open up and make a small fold downwards to make the eye. So you just open up the layer a bit and then make a valley fold downwards to get a bit of paper at the top. Now I'm opening up the layer just to get a nice round eye shape. So now I've got the first eye, and we're going to make the second eye. So open up this layer of paper and make a valley fold that goes back down, and then close the layer once you have that valley fold. I'm sorry, I'm hiding it a bit with my hands, but it's a lot of very fine details, so it's hard to do otherwise. So I'm doing the eye once again. So basically you want to get a layer of paper independent at the top, and then you want to pull some of the paper out to shape the eye. Now we're going to make a pleat for the head. So a valley fold down and then a mountain fold back up. Once again, that's just a reference. So now I've got the reference. I'm going to open up and make a mountain fold inside. And then I'll make the triangle go back up. And then close the layers together and flatten the whole model. Now we're going to fold that layer up to the horizontal line. Now we're going to do the same fold, but at the same time we're going to pinch this point. So here we're kind of trying to make the horns at the back of the head. Now lift the paper up and make a valley fold. And now you have to pinch everything, and you're going to make a kind of rabbit ear fold. And then take the horn and fold it up to the left. Now we're going to do the second horn. So fold this layer of paper up to the horizontal line. Unfold. Now we're going to pitch the right layer, the right tip, and make the fold we've just done at the same time. And now we're going to fold the top layer of paper down, and then we're going to do it's kind of a reversed rabbit ear. So you're going to kind of do a rabbit ear but with only mountain folds. Now let's go back to the other side and open up here and you want to take the whole head and bring it down a bit. First, make sure you're right at the middle and you split the layers equally. Now pinch here at the neck and then take the head and lower it down. And then squeeze it with your fingers to make it to make the shape keep so that the head doesn't go back to the other position. Now we want to open up the bottom of the mouth, and we're going to make 2 mountain folds. So just fold the front bit down, as you can see. So just take it down and make like 2 adjacent mountain folds. And then take the edges you've created with the mountain folds and pull them up. So that way we have a kind of a point that goes down from the bottom of the mouth. Now we want to open up, and as you can see the head got back up for me while I was doing that, so I've just popped it back down. And now I'm squeezing it a bit more so that it stays in the position and it doesn't want to change position. Now I'm just going to go on to the next step, and we're going to take care of the legs. So here, open up and make a valley fold to get the first layer to the left, and then fold it back to the right, but you're going to have to fold it in half. Now we're going to do the same kind of fold, but whilst reversing it and doing it twice here. So I'm pushing all back to the left, and then we're going to make a mountain fold along that line, and then match all the edges together. And now I'm going to do the same fold on the last layer here. So just fold it to the left, behind. And now here we're going to fold it down, and we're going to align the edge with the end of the paw of the leg. Now once we have that, we're going to open up this layer of paper and kind of make 2 mountain folds to reverse fold. So you want to make everything thinner. So open up and push the paper down and then bring it back down again. Now once again push the paper up, and then you're going to have to bring it back down. So we do that in order to make each claw a bit thinner. And now we're going to make a small rabbit here on the last one. So we're going to have a smaller claw at the top. Now, once we've done that, we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. So we're going to define the claws. Now take the first layer of paper and take it to the right, make a valley fold. Then fold it back to the left with a mountain fold and align the edges together. Now open up, and we're going to push this layer of paper all the way to the right. Now we're going to make a mountain fold along this line. And flatten. And now we're going to take the last layer of paper and bring it behind to the right. And then here, just fold the tip back down to the right. Now we're going to open up the first layer and push it down, make 2 mountain folds or a reverse fold, push it down and then bring it back up. Now we're going to repeat the same step on the next layer. So push the paper down and then bring it back up. And we're going to do the same thing on the last layer. So split both claws and then pull the paper down and bring it back up. And finally we're going to do the rabbit ear fold on the far end here. So make the two folds at the same time, and we've got the rabbit here. So now we're going to get into shaping a bit more. And we're going to open up the neck here and make some pleats. So I'm doing 2 mountain folds here and then a valley fold. Well, two mountain folds, then 2 valley folds, sorry. So just pleating the neck. So open up and do another pleat. Now close the neck. So now we've got some nice pleats on the neck. That adds to the dragon character. Now we're going to open up and make a mountain fold to narrow the neck a bit, and it also helps to lock the pleats into place. So just mountain fold this paper into the body. Now we're going to turn the paper around and we're going to repeat the same mountain fold to lock everything into place and also narrow the neck at the same occasion. Now let's shape the wings a bit more. So we're going to want to make a kind of tip at the end of the wings. So for that you're just going to pinch the end of the wings together. So the idea is to make a kind of arm-like figure so that it looks like the wings are attached to the dragon's arms. So here we want to make a tip for the end of the arm. So pinch the tip, and now I'm going to try and make a kind of elbow. So make a valley fold, and then you can make a pleat that goes around, that goes through the wing to kind of continue on that elbow-like motion. Now we'll repeat the same process on this side. So here you can see the arm was a bit too thick, so I've made a mountain fold to hide some of the paper and just make the arm thinner. Now I'm opening up here to make the tip I was talking about earlier. So pinch it nicely, and now let's do the elbow. So we're making a valley fold here and pushing the paper in with our finger, and we're going to make the pleat that goes through the wing. And now we've got our two arm-like kind of wings. Now once we've taken care of that, we're just going to open up the claws a bit. So pinch at the top of the leg here and then spread all the claws at the bottom. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to take the other leg and pinch the top, and then we're going to spread the claws at the bottom. Now let's take care of the tail. So here you can see I did a bit of a mistake, because in the book it says that you should you could try to do some pleats on the tail, but here it doesn't work out for me, and I end up tearing a part of the paper. So I immediately stopped doing the pleats because I want to keep it clean. So I attack it differently. I'm just going to curve it a bit to make a nice dragon curve on the tail, and it ends up nicely, and the paper tear doesn't show too much. So especially if you have thick paper like me, be really careful about tears like this. I managed to fix it in the end, but you might have issues with it. Now I'm going to sort out the spikes, so I'm going to pinch each one of them to make them a bit more pointy, to make them pointier. So we want them nice and thin as well. So now I'm just pinching them a bit to make them thinner, and the last set of spikes, I'm just going to pinch them again. And now I can make the head a bit cleaner, but there isn't much more I can do to shape. If you have any other ideas, just feel free to work around. It's your model, so you choose what you do to it. So now I'm just making the eyes a bit better, trying to make everything a bit pointier, a bit more alive. So you see the horns here, I'm curving them a bit to make them a bit less boring. So feel free to come up with your own design and your own interpretation of the model. Here I'm just suggesting a way of shaping it. Now I'm just going to fold these behind the wings, because I think they make the wings a bit too thick, and I prefer the wings without, but once again it's your choice. So I choose to mount and fold them behind the wings. And now I'm going to make the pleats of the wings a bit more pointy, so I'm just going to make some small curves at the back with my index. Now I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other wing. So I'm just pushing some paper inside. Here I'm sorting out the arm motion a bit more. And if you find anything else to do, you can go for it. But for me, I'm happy with that model. So here is the final result. I'll show you a few nice pictures in a second. So I would enjoy seeing photos of your own models, actually. So go on my Instagram account. I've got a link in the description, and just DM me some photos. I'll be very happy to share them and to have a look. Now, here are some photos of the final results. Here there was another time I folded that model, so it's a different colour, obviously. Tell me which one you prefer as well. I'd be quite interested to have your feedback on this. And if you've managed to fold this dragon, you'll have no problem making this origami peacock. It's quite easy and straightforward to fold, so here is a video if you are interested. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.